So to start, this is everything I'm using today. I'm actually using some of my practice crystals. These are not real Swarovskis. These are just the ones I practice with. I also have my nippers, a cuticle pusher, a buffer block. I like the way these finish. 100-180 grit file, Madam Glam polishes, and my favorite, the gel bottles. I laid out my tips and sized myself. I have my tip cutters, lint-free wipes, and my LED light. Now I'm gonna get started with my prep. So I have my fresh nails. They are a little bit beat up, and I have my cuticle pusher. So I am going to very gently push back my cuticles, get off of the nail plate. All right, and I'm just gonna move along and do that to each one. Okay, now that I'm all prepped up, I'm gonna go ahead and glue on my tips. So here we go. Now it is time for the gel. I'm using Builder Gel, specifically Builder in a Bottle by the Gel Bottle, using number 19. Also going to use the clear rubber base. Now I am going to take a little bit of acetone on my lint-free wipe and just go over each nail. Great. And then I am going to apply a layer of this rubber base. Okay, gonna apply to each nail evenly. And yep, I'm gonna go over the tip on this one. And I'm also gonna take my time around the cuticle area to make sure it's perfect. looking like now that the clear rubber base is on. And I'm going to now take my builder in a bottle number 19. I love the gel bottle because it has great color and consistency. As you can see, it's beautiful. You can literally use it similar to a polish and apply it straight on the nail just like that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get started in putting them on. Since I am considering these more extensions, I am going to do a couple layers and I am going to build it up what I consider a decent thickness so that my nails have strength. Woo! So that first layer was thin. Now we're going to start actually building. Remember, this is a builder gel. It's soft gel, so you can soak it off. However, it is not gel polish, so don't treat it like gel polish. It's a lot thicker, and I already put a layer on my thumb so you can see. This is how I'm going to build up that strength and thickness that I need so that these nails don't pop and break. So I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more. And this is where you would build your apex. You don't have to do it all in the same layer, but you do want to move that product and you're going to glide it. So I'm using the edge of the brush to just glide however I want it. I was always taught to take the tip of your brush, dab it down and make a tail, so that connection in between is your tail, and then float that tail wherever you need it. So that's kind of what I'm following as I do this. I'm going to dab it and then move the tail around as I need it. And sometimes I do turn it to the side so it's a little bit more precise. But that is how I like to float my product. If there's a better way out there, I have not been taught a better way. I've seen others that kind of like shuffle it, and that doesn't work so well for me. I always get air bubbles whenever it's I'm trying to like shuffle it like that. So this method works best for me. And as you can see, that is coming out pretty cute. So it's not quite where I need it to be with the apex, and I will probably give it one final layer to make my apex perfect, but I am going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds. And I'm putting my hand in here awkwardly so I can fully cure my thumb right side up. Okay, so I followed that same procedure on every single nail for a total of 4 layers. The initial layer, of course, it's the rubber base so that you can adhere everything. An initial color layer that was very thin of number 19, the builder in a bottle. And then a second, well actually this is the second layer of color, but the third layer overall of the number 19 to get strength. And I did one very last finishing, which was my third layer of color, but 4th layer total to get the apex that I was looking for. All right, so just make sure none of your nails are flatty back or they gonna break. And I'm gonna go ahead and file and buff these and show you what they look like filed. Now that I have everything filed and cleaned up, we are going to go ahead and do the design. Um, so moving on to Madam Glam, two really cute spring colors. I have Love for Lilac and Pirouette. I also forgot to mention earlier that you're going to need something to ombre with, because I kind of wasn't sure what I was going to do yet, but you will need something to ombre with and a rhinestone picker. I also really enjoy this chrome, so I'm using this too. All right, here we go. So that's the first layer for the ombre. You're gonna cure it for 30 seconds. All right, and then I'm gonna put the pink right over that and use my brush, my little stippling brush, I guess, to ombre it. And I'll probably do 2 coats. Okay, so now that that's cured for 30 seconds, I'm going to apply the chrome, and that is what it looks like. It actually came in a kit from Walmart, I think, that was gifted to me, but it's pretty. It's purple. It's right up my alley, so I am just gonna dab it everywhere. that is the final look. There we are.